I wanted to hear the frame. All right, before Facebook cuts me off because I'm stealing their music. Hello, everybody. What's happening? Let me put on some other music here, and we'll get started. I have a good one today, as always. And if you're new to me, baby, I'm Val Cripps. I'm an energy guide. I'm an artist. This is my art behind me. And I'm living super creatively by following my dreams. And for years, I've followed my dreams. And I've lived a whole life where you're not allowed to follow your dreams because money doesn't grow on trees and artists don't make money and you can't do that and all that stuff. And I've powered through each and every one of my own limitations, the limitations that were put upon me by others, by my family story. And today, I'm going to be talking about guilt. Guilt in your body, and you don't even know you're holding on to it. You got it from your grandparents, and that shit is costing you money. And this isn't something you already know. Even if you're steeped in self-help and you're an advanced yogi and you're an energy queen, I've got support for you, and I've got a stuff that you want to know in today's live stream. So stay tuned while I share this around and tell me who's here and say hello, baby. Tell me what's going on. We're going to talk about this today. So let me find the page where I share you. Who's here? Say hello. I wish we could keep the, you're a shining star, no matter who you are. All right, let me get into the Valtopia studios and share. Tell me who's here. Say hello. Share into my free group Valtopia. If you're not already in there, well then come on in, honey. Hey Jasmine, thank you. You're a milestone follower. Look at that. Yes. How are you doing? All right. Say hello. Get ready for a quickie, baby. It's gonna be a good one, as usual. If you hear a little noise, it's my doggy. Hello, Samira. How are you? Greetings. So I'm sharing into my free group, Valtopia. Please do join us. When you join, you get a beautiful, powerful, guided meditation that will help you with exactly what I'm going to be talking about today. So please do join us and sign up for your gift of a very powerful energy clearing and awakening. And let me share this to my page, and then we can get started. Yes, honey. So, I want to talk today about guilt and what it's costing you. Because even when you know better than to allow anxiety, frustration, irritation, whatever emotions might be coming through. Hey, Dina. For you, which we're all human, we do experience these things. There's another layer of it that I want you to become familiar with on this live stream while you're listening to me, so that you can identify where in your body you might be holding on to guilt, because it is a source of resistance for so many of us, and we don't even know it, and we want to clear it. We want to clear it. We want to open up our passages. We want to open up our being to believe and breathe into ourselves. And I notice that so many of us that are gifted as healers, as messengers, as creators, are born with a healthy dose of guilt and unable to receive. We're guilty when we receive something. So is this you? Are you so much more ready to give than receive? Is it easier for you to go and help someone than to receive help? Do you know how to ask for help and then actually take it? Do you know how to receive a compliment? Do you know how to receive a gift and actually receive it fully in all your energy and being? Because that is what we do with money. That is what we do with love. That is what we do with loving ourselves and expanding beyond our own limitations. And one of the biggest limitations I see in my clients and in my fan base and in the world is good-hearted, big-hearted, very gifted, visionary, ambitious, baller creators still holding on to a level of guilt in their body that they don't even know or have access to, and it's cock-blocking your receiving of what you're calling in. And so it's like this loop that we're spinning in. Do you feel me on this? Jasmine says, I love to help people, but I'm bad at asking for help. Do you feel guilty asking for help? Why? Like, go into why you're bad at asking for help. Can you answer that question for yourself? Why are you bad at asking for help? That would be my first question as if I was mentoring you. Why do you think you're bad at asking for help? Many of us are bad at asking for help because we're afraid that we're going to get somebody saying, you owe me. It makes us feel vulnerable. So we think that somebody's going to hold it over us and manipulate us, that it leaves us open. So what is this coming down to? If we're afraid to open ourselves up to receiving because we think something bad is going to happen, what is that? Can somebody put in the answer what that is? People Look was taught to have guilt receiving a gift or money from others, that I should feel guilty. It's really hard to let it go. It is, and it isn't. We have to clear the energy, the ancestral pattern of the energy, and awaken new levels of understanding, and then we get to shift it. You don't want people to feel bad for you, and you don't want anyone to think you're failing, right? Hi, People Look, right? So, exactly. There's all these conditions we're putting on receiving. So what if you were to look at that and understand more about yourself and shift the experience of receiving to one of expansion, to one of knowing that you are divine? And in rebuffing receiving, you're denying your divinity and separating yourself from your most powerful source of receiving and giving. You're closing off the channels. So this closing off of the channels is actually happening in our body. You want to begin to recognize in your body where you feel guilt. Do you know where you feel guilt in your body? I would love to know that. I'm looking down here. I would love to know if you know where you feel the guilt in your body. Ooh, and I can't stay on too long because I'm meeting an old friend that I haven't seen in years. I'm so excited. I'm gonna put a little watch party on. Talk to me, people. So, right, 2 spots. All right. In your heart. You feel it in your heart. You feel guilt in your heart? So we're all different, and we all feel the energy in different places within ourselves. And for me, where I felt guilt in a lot of people when I'm tuning into it, is this pressure and this tightness in your chest. In your chest. And that feeling in your chest is about that attachment, and the heart too. The heart is attached to outcomes, like what ifs. If I take this, then it means this. If I open my heart, then I'm vulnerable, then somebody's gonna hurt me because that's what happened in the past, and now I'm not willing. And so you could be saying all the mantras in the world, doing all the yoga and the meditation, and as you don't release this guilt, you're not shifting. Does this resonate for anybody? So this is another powerful reason to do sound healing, body healing, and energy release to clear hidden and trapped attachment and resonance with and connection to a deeply embedded story that receiving is not okay and that you're not allowed to receive. If we don't allow ourselves to receive from a place of completely divine surrender and gratitude and grace and allowing and magnetic joy, then we block ourselves from all the abundance, the creation, the love, the money, the jobs, the connections, soul clients to come in. Because we are energetically saying, nope, I'm scared, I'm blocked off. And yes, the heart would be closed off, right? It's like a heart wall protecting you. It's a chest feeling of heaviness, like panic and scared, fear. It's fear, right? Fear is the ultimate downstream root of why we block ourselves from saying, well, thank you. We don't feel worthy. We don't feel like we're allowed to have it. Or if we do, even if we feel worthy, what you doing over there? My dog's going wild over there. we may do all of these things, Hang on a second, let me make sure the dog's not getting in trouble. What are you doing in here? Come here. Sorry about that. The dog was attacking something in my bedroom. I just want to say it's really hot in LA, and that's why I'm so shiny. I've been at the beach all day, catching sun, working with my clients. I had a client session at the beach today. And you know, some of our populations come with a really deep sense of guilt because our like, I'm saying us, my dad's side is, my ancestors were Jews that were kicked out of their country. It was terrifying for them. Embedded in my DNA is a deep fear of receiving and mistrust and getting in a bad situation, right? Many of us have these patterns embedded in us. And so you might find that you're doing the work and not releasing at the same, not receiving at the same rate as someone else. That's why we can't compare ourselves to anyone else. We don't know other people's journey. We don't know other people's karmic story that they're bringing to the table. So you must just tune into your own body and being, and where you feel tight in your body, and identify what it is and release it. And I couldn't release it by myself. I wasn't able to learn how to release this by myself. I had to, I was fortunate and privileged enough to receive energy healers who taught me, first of all, to feel my body deeply and to feel what it meant for me, and then to do the work of releasing it. And now I do that for my clients, along with a whole bunch of other natural modalities that have come through me that I've studied and I've also just been waking up to. So if you're waking up to yourself, even if you've been awake for a long time and new things are coming online, and it's triggering an old sense of guilt and fear, there's a very good chance that there's still some programming and resonance attached to a story of guilt and fear of receiving. And this is something that we can shift and regenerate. And we want to do this as a collective, because in the collective, when we release guilt for receiving, we're going to be better givers. We're going to be better givers and receivers. Flow. We're going to be open to the divine energy coming through and of us. You feel me on this? Hi, Juliana. So this is one of the things we're going through in, you're waking up and you have a lot of work. Ooh, that doesn't sound fun, Jasmine. What about if you say you get to do so much as you wake up? It's such a delight, right? What's the biggest thing that you feel coming on for you and where you need support? So as I was saying, this is just one of the things that we're doing in my next container, Soul Right. And this is an experience 4 months with me, one-on-one, which doesn't happen very often. Hi, Ames. Hey, Jason. And this is an opportunity to really tune into parts of your body that you didn't even know. You get so used to feeling a certain way and thinking a certain way and doing the same patterns. And you might change one thing and some things and then wonder why it's not working for you. And there's a very good chance that this is an old program and a deeply embedded energy that you're so used to you don't even feel it. So what we do is we get into it and we feel it, and we, yes, Jasmine, most of my clients have. And we clear a lot of that in the very first session. The work comes with the reprogramming and the repatterning. The energy clearing, if you get a good guide like me or someone that's able to rapidly release it with effective sound work and frequencies, and basically flooding you with your highest resonance and your cosmic resonance, then the work comes into the day-to-day habits, rituals, and thoughts and ways of being, and learning to clear it for yourself, learning to come into that high resonance for yourself. And then being able to create that experience for all the people you love. And shifting the very dynamic of our cosmos into a place of more love, more expansion, more heart-opening, heart-expansive beingness. And that's when we start to glow from within. That's when we start to magnetize amazing synchronicities and synergies, because that's when we begin to trust. So the old stories, a bad childhood, a terrible trauma in our previous generations, will keep us at a certain level, will cap us until we do the work. For those of us who've had trauma, we've got to release it from our body some way. Otherwise, it just keeps coming back and telling us I'm sorry, but I'm scared. We're not going past this limit. I'm sorry, but I'm scared. We're not doing that. We're going to die. You're going to die. You're going to get hurt. You're going to be open. You're going to get your stomach sliced open. Somebody's going to take advantage of you, blah, blah, blah. All the stories come up. And when we release it from our body, we have a different story. And that's the hardest thing to understand, because we haven't been taught that that's how it works. We've been taught that you do something, you get a result, and then things change. And the truth is, you think and feel something, and then you invite in a different experience. And so if your body is filled with the expectation of everything but what you truly desire, you will cut off your desires, you will cut off what you want, and you won't let yourself go beyond a certain level. I know, because I've been in certain loops over and over again until I did the work of actually releasing those emotions and energies from my body, and I've seen it with all my clients over and over. And this is what we're doing in Soul Right. I got to say it like Soul Train. Soul Right. 4 months. We start September 9th. It's a beautiful, beautiful experience, one-on-one with me, and it is designed for someone like you, Jasmine, like someone who has a deeply embedded energy that they came through. You probably rose up and came far, really, really far, and you're waking up and you're taking online. Some of my clients have 10 and 15 years of yoga and self-help. Some are therapists and have guided others through so much. We all can release more of these hidden, tricky energies. And when we do, then you get the beauty of tuning into your highest resonance and having that guide you into places you've never been. And that's what we're going to be doing in this container. And I want you to follow all my posts and tune in. We are going to be talking about intentions tomorrow, setting intentions, because one of the most incredible things that's been happening inside of my containers and the mentors that I see who really hold a powerful space is that when we set the intention, it's more than just speaking words and writing it in your journal. You're actually allowing every cell in your body to decide and create what you're calling in. And when you work with someone in a special way, this way, it actually comes in. My client was just saying the 90-day container we did, her intention that she set came in exactly as the 90 days ended. And this work is true and powerful when you get through the beginning stages and release this energy and awaken your DNA and truly learn to do the daily transformation for yourself. It's so exciting, and I want more and more people to be able to do this and share this, because together we change the dynamic, we change the energy, we change the expectation of what life is. That it's no longer a scary thing, that we have to be afraid and we can't open our hearts. Our hearts are so powerful and so creative. So that is today's message. I hope you love it. I want to hear from you. And for, let's see, Juliana, was it? Oh, Jasmine said she's waking up. I thought it was Juliana. Okay. Yeah. Hi, Kirsty. So I'm going to go now. I have an old friend that I love so much, and I've been out of touch with her for a long time, and I'm going to connect with her again. And I was telling my client today, sometimes you let people go, and then a few months later, new people come in, or old friends come back in, and they've up-leveled with you, and you're ready to join again. And so we stay open, we be unattached if we have to let people go and let new people come in, and really just love on yourself and trust and own your frequency, supernova. There's nobody like you. See you tomorrow. Bye.